I'm back. America's favorite incel is back. So, we're gonna look at Namco's a big attempt to make the next big mascot platformer. Yep, there he is. There's our main character. Nah, but really though, see, he's like a lame superhero. And there's our sidekick, by the way, the floating man. Don't punch him, or else he won't give you his goods. But anyway, yeah, this guy was gonna be like the next Mario, and then he wasn't. But at least we've got this interesting curiosity to look at 35 years later. The controls in this are surprisingly advanced. For something of this era, you can angle your attacks up and down, and you can do them in the air. It controls more like a SNES game. Did you see how the villain's hair is supposed to look like a mushroom cloud, by the way? That's a fun thing. If I had hair like that, I think people would respect me more. You know, when it comes to not taking care of yourself and dressing weirdly, there's like a threshold where if it's crazy enough, people are gonna assume you're some kind of scientist or something, cause, you know, like the top 1% of people that they just don't have to take care of themselves at all, cause they're geniuses. People would see me with my hair dressed like or shaped like a mushroom cloud, and they'd think, wow, I would certainly respect that guy's opinions if he gave them. So, there was a web series where somebody made a cartoon about this game like 23 years after the original thing came out. You would think, wow, they made a whole web series? This must have been a popular property. And you would be wrong. All of those YouTube videos didn't even break 10,000 views. And they got Rob Paulsen to play Pulseman somehow. Here's the first boss. I guess the theming of this game is rather inconsistent. Anything can be an enemy in Pulseman. Because one would think maybe it's supposed to have a Japan theme, but then you see an Aztec totem pole. Which of the South American civilizations was known for totem poles? Was it the Aztecs or the Incans or the Mayans? They taught me all of that in school, in elementary school, but, you know, since it's completely useless information, you never do anything with it, and it just leaves you. So here's a fun diversion. It's like a shoot 'em up now. Look at us, we're in the water world. So interesting trivia about this level. Back in the day, there was a popular emulator tutorial website, fantasyanime.net. And he had this one character that he would use, the author of the site. He would use this one character as like his symbol, and he would put it at the end of every post, and it was like this weird hermit crab seashell type monster, and this level of this game is where that character originates from. But yeah, that silver upside down guy that just flew in front of us, that is the symbol of fantasyanime.net. That is where it all began. So yeah, I guess it makes perfect sense for them to hide a shoot 'em up in the middle of this game. If the PC Engine was known for anything, it was shoot 'em ups and 2D platformers. Very little in the way of RPGs and pretty much everything else, quite honestly. Should be coming up on that boss again. Yep, here he be. So you don't actually shoot the guy in the middle, you just shoot the two heads, and then nature just takes care of the rest. It's a fun design, at least. It's a fun design, at least. A two-headed sea monster with a staff in between. He kind of looked like that one Pokemon from a couple of years ago. Yeah, maybe there's some kind of mythos somewhere. What are those guys even supposed to be? I don't even know. I don't know nothing. So this level is really the tipping point where the game starts to get less fun, as the enemies start to take 2 or even 3 hits. And you'd think, well, it's making it more challenging, surely that's gonna make it fun, right? And you would be wrong. Oh, so very wrong. I feel like I've seen those ninja enemies, the green ones, in something else as well, although I couldn't pinpoint where. That design looks highly familiar. So when you build that kanji in the corner of the screen, there's a man with a big wheel that comes down and he drops items. See, there he is right now. What a difference that made. We got one of those jelly donuts like from Pokemon. You guys know that joke, right? Where, the 4Kids animation studio was just violently racist against the Japanese, and they had to erase all traces of Japanese happenings in their cartoons. And so instead of rice balls, the American voice actors say, "Wow, this jelly donut looks incredible," or whatever. Oh god, and then there was that thing where they made all those anime characters sing the Star Spangled Banner. Hard to say if that was malicious intent, because, that was just for the 4th of July. It was probably one of those things where they didn't even think about it, just, hey, it's the 4th of July, let's have our characters celebrate the 4th of July. And then internet people just run with it. And are they really making all of these Japanese characters sing an American patriotic song? They're making a different culture pledge their loyalty to America? Do these people not know that America is evil and has only done bad things? I'm never watching this network again. Because as you know, internet people tend to jump to conclusions. So, this one is very difficult, obviously. You can knock his knives out of the air if you're good, but part of the issue here is even though you have the stretchy hands, they could only take out 1 item at a time, even if they touch 2 or even 3 items at a time. That's a bit of an oversight. Okay, let's roll right into Bravoman episode 3.